Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this pick a card reading for what your soul needs to know right now. We have 3 different cards to choose from and 3 different crystals. The first one's going to be Dragonstone. The second one is going to be Unakite. And the third one is going to be Goldstone. I will leave the timestamps down below, but if you need a moment to pause the video in order to choose your card, you can go ahead and do so. Otherwise, I will see you in your reading. Okay, Pile 1, you chose the Dragon Blood crystal. Now, this is primarily used for the heart chakra. It's a really good crystal for grounding and incorporating new habits. It's very good for health. It's also really good for spiritual use as far as encouraging a better, more positive outlook or being more courageous. It kind of gives you that and that drive and that willpower. It reminds me of Mars. I know it's not a Martian stone, but it is about courage, recovery, and vitality. Okay, so that might be a little message of what you need right now. Wow, we have jealousy. Interesting. That's an interesting card to come out. So this could be that your soul needs to let go of either being jealous of someone else or comparing yourself to other people. I feel like that's what I'm getting a sense of. And also not allowing others, if they're feeling envious of what you have and what you've accomplished in your life, then try not to encourage that. Try not to, feed into that drama. Try to leave. This feels very dramatic. Like, this feels like just a lot of nonsense and pettiness that needs to be released and let go. So it's almost like it's not so much what your soul needs. It's almost like what your soul needs to let go. Your soul needs to let go of jealousy and envy, whether it's being directed towards you or you're directing it to others as far as, I want what they have, why can't I have what they have, kind of a thing. Because I'm getting that sense of, like, you feel like maybe you should be at a certain part or point in your life because somebody else is, you know what I mean? And you can't be putting yourself in those kinds of positions. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. So you're surrounded by people right now. You kind of either maybe you're working more, or you got a lot of family stuff going on right now. There are 3 significant energies: Pisces, Taurus, and Gemini, if that resonates. But yeah, I just said it. It's not so much about what your soul needs. It's more about what your soul needs to say goodbye to, what your soul needs to let go of. Start to try to look at things in a different light, okay? Try not to get hung up on what things that might not resonate with your soul anymore, because your soul is asking you to be to gain enlightenment in a situation with this Sun and the Hangman. Your soul is asking you to really kind of get to the truth of a situation. Try not to feel like the wounded warrior has to take over. Okay? The wounded warrior does not need to take center stage in this situation. I think that you're trying to rush a dream, or you're trying to rush a situation along because you want to be able to move on from it. And that could cause some envy or some jealousy, as far as, I wish I could do what that person did. Again, it's almost like a comparing yourself to other people is what I'm seeing. Like, just needing to let go of thoughts and perspectives and opinions that you might have about yourself, as far as where you are on your own journey at this point in your life. Try not to compare yourself to other people, especially with finances or career or vitality, which, again, Dragon Blood is a stone of vitality, remember, right? And it's about the mind and getting a different perspective, and health and recovery. So maybe this has to do with health. But there's that courage too, right? Of yeah, I don't know what's going on here, Pa One, but you're feeling like a sense of, like, you're shut out from your own dream. Like, you're shut out from your own happiness. Like, you don't deserve or you're not worthy of your own happiness or success or abundance. One of those three things. I think that you're tired. I think that you're drained. And I think that you need to start to find more joy, more spark. This could be that you feel emotionally detached or emotionally distant. Maybe not emotionally detached, but you feel emotionally distant from another person because they're making you feel, or you're making them feel. So it could be the other way around, but put yourself on the right side of the table in this conversation. But someone is feeling alone, someone is feeling abandoned, unloved, and unsupported. The High Priestess on the King of Pentacles. Yeah. I would definitely say, especially because this is the evil eye, I would definitely say just if you don't have to engage in certain situations, if you don't have to put your energy there, don't, because your soul just doesn't want to put energy into situations that aren't worthy. It's very clear. Almost to the point where all you're going to get back might be more than just, you know, stress, or it's draining. It feels very much like you're dealing with a vampire archetype. Yeah, you are. Someone here in your life, again, could be you, could be a person that you're dealing with, is feeling rather combative. They're feeling like they are, like they have to win in any way, and they will do it in a sneaky, manipulative way. Okay, this person, especially with their words, they're very good at storytelling, they're very good at fabricating, they're very good at exaggerating and making the puzzle fit, so to speak. So you have to pay attention to that and make sure that you're protecting yourself at this time, because that's definitely coming up. Six of Wands on that Nine of Wands. Victory is near, success is near, abundance is near, and you need to start to believe in that and not feel like you have to work so hard or you have to fight for that, because it should be a natural vibration and frequency within you. You should be attracting it, right? But someone or something is trying to influence you or distract you or turn you into a different path or direction. Queen of Swords with that Eight of Cups. I really feel like you got to make peace with accepting that there are new soulmate contracts, that there's new paths that your soul would like to go on, and you need to cut out and make really important decisions at this time of what is no longer emotionally in resonance. Emotionally, this is about your emotions. Last card out with this Hanged Man, Ace of Wands. I love that. And it's interesting that I'm using the Bonefire Tarot on top of the Star Tarot, and pine cones were essentially a sign of the third eye activating the pineal gland, right? Enlightenment. Again, we're getting enlightenment. And I essentially feel like these cards are asking you to tell you that your soul is just wanting to start, wanting to begin a more passionate path, a path where you don't have to sacrifice so much, and a path where, it's almost like it's saying, look, do you feel stuck? Do you feel like nothing's moving forward? Do you feel like it doesn't matter what you do, nothing's getting accomplished? Well, it's almost like it's saying it's because you're not doing the thing that you're most passionate about. Okay, talking about strength and courage right here. Courage, again, dragon blood, such a great crystal for you to work with right now. Leo energy twice also, I will say that, but you have courage, you have bravery, you have the strength. You're running out of energy with trying to deal with it, but you have to find the right courage and strength to deal with it in a way that feels more in alignment, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Last bits of advice for pile one. Okay, we have make no judgments. This is definitely tied to this jealousy, right? Especially if you're dealing with all this drama that I'm seeing up here. Make no judgments to others. Make no judgments to yourself. Don't judge your dream. Don't judge what you want to do as far as what's going to make you happy, what's going to make you feel more successful, more abundant. Because if you judge all that, then you're going to come from a place of unworthiness, right? And the worst person that can judge us is ourselves. We have that inner judge archetype that we have to pay attention to and not let it in a way that's self-destructive, right? Okay? So I hope that helped pile number one. Thank you for tuning in. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the website is in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in your next reading. All right, pile two, you chose the Unakite crystal. This is definitely one of my more favorite crystals. It's a good crystal for healing, especially for the physical body or health-related things. It's good for letting go of attachments and emotional wounds. Anger is a big one with Unakite, resentment, and also grudges, like holding grudges. But it's good to kind of get an overall sense of heart and mind and body alignment and balancing heart health, balancing emotional health, balancing self-love, all of that. It's a really, really good crystal for healing. Okay. Message. So what your soul needs right now, pile two, it's master number 33. This is the Ascended Masters. So look to your Ascended Masters. Who do you look to as far as guidance, messages from Spirit? I know that this is a butterfly. Yeah, well, it's actually a moth, I think. So yeah, there's that energy of transformation and stuff. But I'm getting a sense of like spiritual messages, almost bird-like. Not so much a moth. Again, I think it's a moth, not a butterfly. But your soul needs a message, though. Your soul is desiring communication somewhere. So we're going to see why and where and how, all the things, right? What is this message for? Excuse me. But also, your soul, I think, on a deep level, is asking you to connect more with Spirit as far as getting signs, synchronicities, guidance from Spirit directly from you to them, right? World. You're attracting a lot at this moment. You're very attractive as far as like what you're attracting and what you're repelling energetically. We do have Sagittarius, Aries, and Libra energy, if that resonates. Your soul wants to communicate with one person. There's been some interesting developments in this soulmate contract. This is a soulmate contract. And, oh, look. There's Queen of Swords. Wow, look at that. Has a butterfly. I think that's a butterfly. I'm pretty sure that one's a butterfly. So again, communication. Your soul wants to have a heart-to-heart because it's been an interesting development in the relationship. A lot has changed. There's a chance to do something differently with another person. There is an attraction to this person. It doesn't have to be romantic, okay? This could be financial, career related, or this could be family, or this could be friends, platonic. It does not have to be romantic, but there's an attraction here, okay? There's a push and pull almost. And I don't think it's necessarily, there's also butterflies there. That's definitely the spirit animal that's guiding this. I don't think it's necessarily your fault, their fault. I think that it's just the external influences, okay? It's other things influeing the relationship that's making it a push and pull. It's not like you want this or they want this. It's just it's just weird. It's like it's never been the right time, or okay, well, I said it's not romantic, but this kind of feels romantic. It's never been the right time to come together. It's never been the right time. Like it's just always been like when I want it, you can't, or when you want it, I can't. It's weird. It's very up and down. Maybe one of you moved. There's a lot of distance, but not emotionally or passionately. There's no passionate distance. It's distance, like I think literal distance. So this could be like a long distance relationship, but your soul does want to connect with a person, and maybe there's distance here because your soul, excuse me, is seeking a person, but there is no person. So that's why these cards are coming out, asking you to try to connect with someone in the world, you know, and I'm taking that world card very literally. You are being asked to make a decision, though, with that Libra energy on the bottom. Eight of Coins. So I'm getting a sense that you are trying to do your own thing. You're trying to build a foundation. You're trying to work. You're trying to put effort in. Maybe you're trying to distract yourself with work. You're trying to, like, you know, not bury your time, but you're trying to put more time into work because you're just trying to stay distracted from the relationship, or try not to think about it too much because there is just so much attraction and so much passion. But I think you're trying to lay the foundation. This relationship does require work. It does require effort. Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords. Cutting the apple of knowledge and truth. Transforming the relationship through honesty. It is a good idea. Whatever it is that you want to do in this moment, okay, it is a good idea. That's what Spirit's saying. Spirit's been trying to give you messages for this. Spirit's saying that the good idea is to get the message out, to say what you need to say. Wow, Ace of Coins with the Two of Pentacles. So if this is work related, then it's a good idea to start this new job, to start this new career path. If this is a person, as far as like trying to connect, and maybe there's a lot of attraction there. It could be like the attraction to the job itself, or the attraction to the workplace, right? But it is real. This is real. You can taste it, hear it, touch it, smell it, see it. It is real, whatever it is, okay? And it's got such good potential to grow, to mature over time, to become sustainable. It is reliable. You just have to unlock the key, you know? King of Coins. So now we have Taurus energy. But I feel like over time, this relationship, again, there's the same message. It can mature. It is a long, withstanding relationship or path, whichever one resonates more. But this path can bring so much abundance, and it can bring so much success and stability and security, okay? You are worthy of it, and I think that you value it most of all. Yeah, it's definitely new. Your soul needs and wants a new beginning here, a fresh new start. The Fool's journey, taking that leap of faith, taking that jump, taking that risk, getting excited, having the courage and the bravery to do so. Two of Cups. So I said Two of Wands, so maybe it's been, you got to stop sitting on the fence. You got to stop waiting and start doing. Three of Coins. Again, building a foundation with a relationship. This is the kind of relationship that's very mutually beneficial, the kind of relationship that is easygoing, right? The kind of relationship that it's good. It's a good relationship where there's good compromise. You can collaborate easily. It's very teamwork based. So it's either you're building or rebuilding with this person for sure. Queen of Cups on the bottom, so now we have Cancer energy. But This is emotional maturity, right? Emotional fulfillment because of this relationship. Last bits of advice for pile 2. That's that Ace of Swords. Be true to yourself. You know, we can lie to other people, but we can't lie to ourselves because we know the truth. There's something here about making sure that you follow your truth. Okay? So I hope that helped. Number 2, if you want to book a personal reading with me, the website is linked in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in your next reading. Okay, pile 3, you have the Goldstone. It's a good crystal for grounding. It's definitely a crystal for vitality, energy, and the root and sacral chakras. Okay? It's good for setting goals, increasing confidence, boosting the ambition, and it's a good stone not only for vitality, but it's good for protection. Okay? But it really is about, at the core of it, what do you need in order to feel safe, secure, grounded, and protected? That's really essentially what this stone is about. So your soul could be desiring that. So that could be an extra message there. Focus. Your soul is asking you to focus. What is, again, intention? I just said goal setting. So what is your intention on a goal? This is giving me like the Arrow Master energy, like shooting the arrow. Being very clear on what you want. What are your intentions? Focus. Stay focused. Don't get distracted from what your intention is, from what your goal is. There's definitely that message there, for sure. What else for pile number 3? What's pile number 3 need? I think also there's a side message with that, to focus on how you communicate. And that doesn't only mean how you speak, but how you receive, right? Oh, man, that's crazy. We keep getting so many people in it. Wow. Okay, pile 3, you definitely have a lot of people involved. We've got Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, and Pisces. A lot of people, pile 3. And at the center of it is, again, intention. But this is emotional intention because you got that Princess of Cups. There's a lot being given to you, and you're giving to others. Focus on what your intention is to create and what your intention is to emotionally attract and emotionally repel. Look, I just wanted to flip it for a minute. We got the 3 of Swords when I pre-shuffled for you. Here's the thing, pile 3. I think that you've sacrificed enough time, money, energy, effort into other people's dreams, into other people's wants, into other people. It's time to choose you. It's time to really focus and think on what you want as far as your goals and what's going to make you happy and what you feel is a dream, your dream life, your ultimate happiness. What is that? And then set the goals, set the intentions, and go for it. There is also, there's either an offer of love here. It is a well-intended offer, okay, that someone might be giving you. Now, I'm trying to make this as timeless as possible, but whatever the next new moon is at the time that you're watching this, I feel like that could be a good timeline. But it could also be an offer of an apology, an offer of forgiveness. It's to get over something or to get through it emotionally. That's what this offer is about. But let's actually start with clarifying that because we want to know what this offer is. Seven of Coins. Again, it's an offer to like ascend higher. And it's an offer that allows you to really question if all of this sacrifice has been worth it. I feel like you've invested a lot in a situation, especially emotionally. And you're now at the point where you're questioning if it's even what you want anymore. So I think it's definitely time for you to meditate, contemplate. Meditate, contemplate, Hangman again. And really ask yourself, is this going to give me the rewards that I'm seeking? Is this rewarding enough? Emperor on the 8 of Cups. The authority, the power, the divine masculine coming through on the card about walking away, letting go, and saying goodbye of emotionally empty situations. So it's almost like the cards are saying, look, now is the time. Now is the time. You cannot control everything, but you can control what you need to let go of and where you need to go. You can control what you're leaving behind and where you're going. Temperance on the 9 of Cups. That's 3 major arcana so far here. Pile number 3. Healing can be difficult, all right? Obviously, you can heal emotionally if you look at what is new and what is old and then come to terms with those two things. King of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. Weigh out your options, pile number 3. You have options, you have choices. Look at the pros and cons of everything. Play with it a little bit. Be more flexible. Be more malleable. Don't be stubborn. That's a lot. Those are 2 very opposite energies here. Okay? Knight of Swords, 6 of Cups. Don't rush into a situation because of the past, or because you know it's a soulmate contract, or because you find comfort there. Star, 4th major arcana card, on top of the Queen of Cups. Stay hopeful. Stay optimistic. And then ask yourself, what do you on an emotional level, again, emotions, pile 3, want to manifest? What is it that is your dream? Okay? And how do you focus on that? How do you find the ambition? How do you set those goals, right, to make it happen? How do you achieve that? You need some knowledge, some information that comes only from enlightenment, that comes only from meditation, you know? All right, last bits of advice for pile 3. Build on a solid ground. That's the only way you can really start, right? You have to start on a solid ground and a solid foundation. Because if it's wonky, if it's unstable, it will easily fall apart. It will easily crack. So whatever it is that you're trying to begin, make sure that you build on it on a solid ground. Do your research. Do your studying, right? Question things. Ask around. Get the right resources. All right, pile 3. I hope this helped. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the website is in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading.